In a dramatic escalation of maritime hostilities tied to the war in Ukraine, a Russian-linked oil tanker in the Black Sea has been struck by what Turkish sources describe as an unmanned drone, raising tensions over shipping lanes and Moscow's so-called shadow fleet. The incident occurred in international waters off the Turkish coast and comes amid an intensifying campaign by Kyiv to disrupt Russian oil exports. According to Turkish maritime authorities, the Palau-flagged oil tanker Elbus was hit by an explosive drone strike roughly 30 miles, 50 kilometers off Kastamonu province in Turkey's Black Sea waters on Thursday afternoon. The upper section of the vessel was reportedly struck, producing a plume of black smoke visible from nearby vessels. Turkish Coast Guard units responded after the tanker sent out a distress signal, escorting the damaged ship toward the port of Inebolu, where it remains anchored pending an assessment of structural integrity and environmental risk. No casualties among the tanker's crew have been reported so far. The incident has not been independently confirmed by Ukrainian or Russian military officials. Ukraine's government has made no official announcement claiming responsibility, although military-linked channels previously detailed strikes on vessels tied to Russia's oil transport networks. The targeted tanker is widely described by some Western and Turkish outlets as part of Russia's so-called shadow fleet, a network of ships that allegedly bypass Western sanctions on Russian oil and fuel exports through frequent reflagging and opaque ownership arrangements. These vessels are thought to help Moscow move crude and refined products to markets despite punitive economic restrictions. Since late 2025, Ukraine has stepped up its maritime campaign using remotely piloted naval drones, often dubbed sea baby boats, to strike sanctioned tankers in the Black Sea. Earlier operations disabled or severely damaged several such ships as they transited near Turkey's exclusive economic zone en route to Russian ports, such as Novorossiysk. Turkey, a NATO member that has balanced relations with Kyiv and Moscow, has expressed concern about the spillover of conflict into international sea lanes. Ankara has warned that attacks on commercial vessels pose a worrying escalation and risk safety for all maritime traffic passing through the Black Sea. This latest strike underscores the growing maritime dimension of the Russia-Ukraine war, one that has now extended far beyond Ukraine's land borders. Analysts say Ukraine's targeting of shipping linked to Russian oil undermines Moscow's ability to finance its war effort, a strategy Kyiv and its Western partners characterize as part of a broader economic pressure campaign. However, Russia has repeatedly condemned such attacks as acts of terrorism and warned of potential retaliation that could include attempts to interdict Ukrainian or allied vessels. Russian officials argue that targeting commercial shipping threatens freedom of navigation and could widen the scope of the war. Maritime insurers have reportedly raised premiums for ships transiting the Black Sea, reflecting heightened risk perceptions. Environmental advocates warn that strikes on oil tankers, even if non-fatal, risk spills of crude or petroleum products that could devastate marine ecosystems and coastal communities. The attack on the Elbus follows a string of similar operations. In late 2025, Ukrainian naval drones reportedly struck two sanctioned Russian tankers, the Kairos and Virat, crippling their voyages to load oil at Novorossiysk. Other vessels, including the Dashan, were also hit in coordinated operations within weeks of each other. Separately, Kyiv has extended drone strikes to Russian oil infrastructure deep inside Russian territory and even maritime targets in the Mediterranean Sea, including a reported strike on the tanker Kendal near Crete, more than 2,000 kilometers from Ukraine's borders. The incident involving the Elbus marks another escalation in the covert maritime conflict between Ukraine and Russia, complicating international shipping dynamics and geopolitical pressures in the Black Sea region. With both sides warning of further action, the risk of broader naval conflict or wider international repercussions appears to be rising as the war enters its fourth year.